The U.S. Navy's Blue Angels' daring maneuvers, with jets hurtling through the air at insane speeds mere inches apart, never fail to leave us in awe. But did you know that Blue Angel pilots have died on the job? Behind these thrilling performances lies a constant battle for safety. It's a display where even the slightest miscalculation can have deadly consequences. So, what exactly happens when the Blue Angels fly too close? Do they risk a crash? Or do they have special ways to stay safe? The U.S. Navy Blue Angels have been captivating audiences with their air shows for quite some time now, and it's safe to say they never fail to impress us. Their breathtaking formations leave spectators hooked by their precision and skill. Among the various formations they showcase, two stand out as particularly captivating: the Diamond and Delta formations. Diamond formation, as its name implies, is simply a formation where a unit of 4 jets come together to form a diamond shape. Typically, one aircraft leads the formation, with 2 others flanking it, and one final jet trailing behind. At some point in the formation, the jets fly way too close to each other with their wingtips almost touching. Therefore, a slight deviation at such points could quickly result in a mid-air collision. As you can probably tell by now, this formation requires meticulous precision and the need to maintain exact distance. Next, we have the Delta formation. This formation requires around 5 to 7 jets to align together to form a V shape. The Delta formation shines during maneuvers like the Delta Loop and Break Cross, where aircraft come insanely close to each other and then part ways in the blink of an eye, with each jet flying in a different direction and at different altitudes. Nevertheless, these formations come with significant risks. The high speeds and the minimal distance between the jets leave little to no space for any error. The pilots not only need to be precise and quick in their actions, but they also have to act in accordance with other jets, since a slight misalignment could result in catastrophic consequences. To lessen these risks, the pilots undergo extensive training programs, practice clear communications between jets, and strictly adhere to certain safety protocols. This dedication ensures that their awe-inspiring performances remain both thrilling and safe for all involved. For the Blue Angels to achieve their signature tight formations at the height of 4,000 feet, there are several different things that have to be considered. So, what are some of these factors that can impact formation tightness? It's no question that the Blue Angels' signature formations are a marvel of discipline and balance, a breathtaking display that takes years of training to perfect. But achieving that flawless precision is no easy feat. Multiple forces are constantly at play to disrupt the tightness of the formation, and therefore the pilots need to be alert and stay at the top of their game. Wind is a major adversary, especially during high-speed maneuvers. Strong winds can push an aircraft off course and disrupt the alignment. Similarly, limited visibility from fog or haze can hinder the pilot's ability to see the route ahead and their fellow flyers. In such conditions, the pilots must rely on heightened awareness and precision communication to maintain that formation. The visual impact of the performance also hinges on the performance of the jets themselves. The Blue Angels fly FA-18 Super Hornets, renowned for their blistering speed. Yet these high-powered machines require meticulous maintenance. Even slight variations in engine thrust can cause a misalignment, and at such high speeds, that can potentially ruin the entire performance. To lessen this risk, the Blue Angels undergo rigorous maintenance protocols, ensuring that all the jets are in peak conditions just before takeoff. And lastly, the most influential factor of all is the pilot's skill and experience. While the Blue Angels are renowned as the world's most skilled aviators, they are not immune to error. The pilots must possess an exceptional ability to control their jet with flawless precision, as well as the ability to coordinate with other pilots, either through hand signals or radio calls, to make sure that the formation remains in its best shape. Another important element is their ability to endure G-forces, which has a significant impact on their overall performance. By clearly understanding these factors and the difference they can make, Blue Angels work together to put on seamless air shows with stunning accuracy and breathtaking speeds that leave the audience in awe. But what if a jet flies too close to the other in an effort to keep the formation tight and flawless? While many formations involve flying close together, maintaining a safe distance between aircraft is paramount. If a pilot fails to adhere to this minimum separation, they risk immediate danger and potentially disastrous long-term consequences. The most immediate risk of flying too close is a mid-air collision. These can occur due to mechanical failure, unexpected wind patterns, or pilot error. Collisions between high-speed jets can be catastrophic, resulting in the loss of equipment and life. To prevent this, pilots must maintain constant focus and impeccable coordination throughout every phase of the flight. Another critical danger is aerodynamic interference. Aircraft wings generate invisible airflows called wake turbulence. When jets fly too close, they can enter each other's wake turbulence, leading to instability or worse, loss of control. Blue Angels pilots undergo rigorous training to manage wake turbulence and other potential hazards. Even near misses can have lasting effects. The intense stress can affect a pilot's judgment and focus in future flights, leading to fatigue and reduced efficiency. Additionally, the aircraft themselves may require extensive maintenance or repairs after experiencing intense wind pressure. More importantly, near misses and close calls can damage the reputation of renowned teams like the Blue Angels, eroding public trust and potentially triggering critical investigations. To avoid these immediate and lasting after effects, the Blue Angels are constantly working on updating their training and protocol. The pilots receive expert training to strengthen communication, coordination, and formation flying skills. Safety protocols are routinely reviewed, and formation routines may be adjusted based on the environment. Despite these rigorous protocols, constant vigilance remains essential. What drills do the Blue Angels perform? The Blue Angels' performances are the result of extensive hours of practice and training. Drills are the fundamental element of their training, meticulously preparing them for any situation that might arise during an air show. These drills involve replicating various aspects of an air show in a controlled environment. Pilots practice intricate formations on the ground and in the air, rehearse specific maneuvers, and refine their communication skills until they become second nature. This repetitive practice helps pilots develop muscle memory and teamwork, essential for a flawless performance. A significant portion of their drills focuses on emergency procedures. Pilots train to handle scenarios such as mechanical failures, mid-air challenges, or unexpected weather conditions. This preparation ensures that pilots can respond calmly and effectively to any adversity that they may encounter during an air show. Every Blue Angels pilot is a highly skilled aviator, but drills further refine their expertise. They practice high-precision maneuvers, formation flying techniques, and maintaining razor-sharp situational awareness in a complex, multifaceted environment. These regular exercises hone their skills to an incredible degree, allowing them to perform with remarkable accuracy and control. All in all, drills serve as the foundational step in crafting an air show that leaves a lasting impression on the audience. They provide the platform to practice formations, perfect communication, and ready themselves for unseen circumstances. But what happens when the unexpected truly emerges? How do the Blue Angels react when a real emergency strikes outside the confines of a practice drill? Emergency response protocols. Safety is paramount for the Blue Angels. While their awe-inspiring air shows are meticulously planned, they also have a well-coordinated emergency response plan in place to address any unforeseen circumstances. These protocols ensure a smooth, coordinated response that prioritizes the safety of the pilots, crew, and spectators. Before each air show, an exhaustive emergency response plan is formulated, addressing all potential hazards, response procedures, and communication channels between the Blue Angels team, local authorities, and medical personnel. This plan is tailored to suit the specific location of the air show, taking into account factors such as topography and available resources. The Blue Angels take a multi-layered approach to emergency response. The first layer of defense lies with the pilots themselves. They undergo rigorous training and emergency procedures for their aircraft, including in-flight malfunctions and safe landing techniques. A dedicated safety team is on site at every Blue Angels performance. This team, composed of medical experts, firefighters, and security officers trained for various emergencies, is strategically positioned around the performance area for rapid response. Once again, clear and concise communication is crucial during an emergency. The Blue Angels use designated communication channels to provide information to emergency responders and air traffic control. This makes sure that everyone involved has a clear understanding of the situation and can take quick action. Just like their awe-inspiring flying routines, the Blue Angels rehearse emergency response procedures in advance. These drills solidify the roles and responsibilities of each individual involved in the event of an emergency, allowing for a quick and effective response. The human cost. As we mentioned earlier, the Blue Angels never fail to hook their audiences with stupendous formations. However, these daring performances come at a cost: immense risk. Flying in tight formations at incredible speeds, and even the slightest misstep can have disastrous consequences. Tragically, the Blue Angels' history is marked by accidents that have resulted in serious injuries and fatalities. Since their debut, only a small number, fewer than 300, have served as Blue Angels pilots. Statistics reveal a rather sobering fact: 1 in 10 of these elite aviators has died in a crash. An undeniable factor in these accidents is human error. We've already discussed how the Blue Angels' signature diamond formation demands incredible precision. Jets hurtling through the air, wingtip to wingtip, with a mere 18 inches separating them. In such scenarios, the slightest deviation from the flight path could lead to disaster. The Blue Angels' first tragedy occurred even before their official debut. In 1946, a young pilot, a combat veteran at just 24 years old, attempted a daring maneuver for a crowd of 5,000 in Florida. His aircraft went out of control and crashed, a devastating loss that marked the beginning of this deadly history. The 1950s and 60s witnessed a series of further tragedies. 8 pilots lost their lives while striving for aerial formations. While the Blue Angels continuously improved safety and emergency protocols, another blow came with the news of 4 pilots dying in combat missions during the Korean and Vietnam Wars. Pilot training programs in the Blue Angels now place a stronger emphasis on crew resource management, which focuses on communication, decision-making, and awareness within the cockpit. Additionally, air traffic control systems are constantly being upgraded with new technologies like satellite-based tracking and automatic collision avoidance systems. Lastly, standardized procedures for communication, takeoffs, landings, and in-flight situations can help minimize confusion and ensure everyone on the ground and in the air is on the same page. Analyzing these historical tragedies and learning from them is a crucial part of aviation safety. The U.S. Navy's Blue Angels are renowned for their meticulous attention to detail. This focus ensures that they deliver flawless performances while prioritizing the safety of everyone involved. Some people view the Blue Angels' aerial maneuvers as defying science. So, are they actually defying science, or just making efficient use of it? The science behind the Blue Angels' precise formations. The Blue Angels' death-defying stunts are surely a sight to behold, and sometimes they seem to defy the very laws of physics. But behind the dazzling displays lies a foundation of scientific principles. Mastering the invisible forces that govern flight allows the Blue Angels to push the limits of human and aircraft capabilities. In flight, 4 fundamental forces come into play: lift, thrust, drag, and gravity. Lift, generated by the wings as they interact with the air, counteracts gravity and sustains the aircraft in flight. Thrust, produced by the engines, propels the airplane forward. Meanwhile, drag, caused by air resistance, acts in opposition to both lift and thrust, ultimately balancing all forces and ensuring the aircraft remains airborne. The Blue Angels skillfully control these forces through flight control surfaces like ailerons, rudders, and elevators to perform their stunts. When the Blue Angels perform tight turns and loops, they experience G-forces, a magnified version of the Earth's gravity. These G-forces push pilots against their seats and can temporarily affect their vision. However, the pilots train extensively to endure these forces and perform formations within safe G limits for both themselves and the aircraft. Maintaining tight formations also requires a deep understanding of aerodynamics, the study of how air interacts with the objects in motion. The Blue Angels strategically position their aircraft to minimize the impact of wingtip vortices, invisible air currents swirling off the wingtips, which can disrupt the flight of nearby aircraft. By mastering these complex concepts of physics and aerodynamics, the Blue Angels transform scientific concepts into breathtaking displays of aircraft. Now let me ask you a question. What do you think are some of the most challenging stunts performed by the Blue Angels? Let me know in the comments below. Back to the video. Blue Angels perform all of these formations while abiding by their own safety protocols. So what exactly are the safety measures and protocols practiced by the Blue Angels? The Blue Angels are renowned for their gravity-defying formations and daring aerobatic stunts. But with all those jets sprinting through the sky in such tight spaces, how do they avoid collisions? The answer lies in a meticulous blend of training and technology. Before the Blue Angels take off to the skies, they spend hours training on the ground. These sessions take place in an expansive classroom, where pilots, alongside mock-up planes, practice multiple daring stunts and improve their communication skills until they master both. This intensive training focuses on maintaining precise distances and formations throughout the show while staying in constant contact with the aircraft flying in close proximity. Additionally, Blue Angels jets are equipped with state-of-the-art technology to help maintain separation. The sensors use GPS and radar together to keep track of the position of all the aircraft within the radius and alert the pilot as soon as another jet gets uncomfortably close. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Clear communication is paramount for the Blue Angels. They have a dedicated radio channel where pilots constantly communicate with each other, just like teammates on a sports field coordinating their movements. This communication ensures that all pilots are informed and moving in sync, resulting in a seamlessly coordinated aerial spectacle for the audience. So the next time you see the Blue Angels paint the sky with their smoke trails, remember the meticulous safety measures that transform a high-risk operation into a seemingly effortless display of teamwork and precision. The role of communication. Meticulous planning, flawless execution, and seamless communication among the pilots. These are some of the most crucial elements that go into the making of an awe-inspiring airshow. Yet the most important of all, we'll say it again, is efficient communication. Every maneuver relies on a precise exchange of information between pilots. A dedicated radio channel serves as the Blue Angels' communication lifeline. However, during high-speed maneuvers and intense G-forces, pilots need to react instantaneously. Here, short, clear commands become crucial. They keep everyone informed about positions, maneuvers, and any last-minute changes to the plan. Sometimes they're required to act so quickly that they have to employ visual cues instead of words to keep up with the communication. These cues are usually used during high G stunts, where radio communication is often difficult or impossible. This rapid exchange of information is the Blue Angels' safety net. By constantly sharing critical details and utilizing visual cues, they can identify and address potential issues before they escalate. For example, if a pilot encounters an unexpected mechanical issue, they can instantly communicate this through a visual cue, allowing the other pilots to adjust their positions and maintain safe distances. Clear and consistent communication plays a huge role in the Blue Angels' success. It allows them to perform their daring stunts with precision while being confident about the safety of all the pilots throughout their performance. Have you ever seen a live U.S. Navy Angels air show? Or have you ever heard of any mid-air collisions or near misses before? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you loved it, then please subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll be showing us your support, which we truly appreciate and cherish. Keep an eye out as we continue to bring more entertaining and educational content on the U.S. Navy and other maritime topics. Hit that bell icon so you receive a notification every time we post a new video. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you in the next one.